Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
The modern day Mr. Rogers.
Please won't you be my neighbor?
This is Ace and Friends.
Fun, funny, and fast. Say Thursday? Yeah, the Thursday edition of Ace and Friends. Ooh, hooray. Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Are you going to go see your dad for Father's Day this year, Riggins?
I think so. I haven't even talked to him, so I'm hoping he's around. But if not, it's all good.
Yeah, you'll make it up to him sometime. Do you send him a gift?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I just do cards.
Yeah.
My presence is the present.
Right.
Know what I'm saying?
You've said that before, that your presence is the present, of course.
But he's not into gifts that much. He doesn't have a great reaction
remember,
to gifts.
there was a survey we had earlier in the week, I think it was Monday, that said the vast majority of dads, they're like, if you're going to get me something, just make it a gift card.
Yeah.
And they don't care if it's a physical gift card or a digital gift card. They don't care if you downloaded it 2 minutes before you walked into the room.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter. The other thing that I thought that was interesting about that was that dads overwhelmingly say, I couldn't care less if you post about me on social media.
Yeah,
I think it was only 8% of fathers in this survey of like 2,000 dads, only 8% said they really want to see a nice post on their kids' social media. It's like most dads say, I don't want to go into trouble.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. We don't need a hassle or anything like that. You know. Yeah, I always wonder, because my dad died now 12 years ago. Is that right? Yeah, 12 years ago. I think maybe longer than that. I always wonder, would he be on social? He had no social media at all at the time. And so, and 12 years ago, social media was in the process of exploding. You know, Facebook was already a big thing, but there was no, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff wasn't that big a deal yet. So I always wonder, would he be on there? But then I hope not, because it would just be a hassle of, hey, if I'm on this Instagram,
it's like
you don't need it, man.
No, please don't do it.
Stay on it. I'll send you pictures of the post that I make about you.
Yeah. I'm so thankful that my parents just missed that cutoff, because that must be weird when your parents get on and then you're dealing with what they're doing, and that must just make you feel terrible.
Yeah, I remember asking my mom one time about Facebook years ago, before we even, she really got into Alzheimer's and everything, and I say got into Alzheimer's as if it became a hobby.
Like a coin collecting.
Right. And I said, would you be interested? I can show you. We can set you up a Facebook page if you're interested. She goes, I'm not. I don't want to know anything about that. I'm not interested.
Save
I
your
don't want
breath.
to know. Don't even bother me. It is of no interest to me. I don't want to keep up with people. I know the people I want to keep up with. I keep up with them by talking to them on the phone or seeing them.
Yeah.
End of story.
I understand that attitude totally.
Absolutely. So
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
all right, coming up today, we got something called the Great Chicken Debate that I'm looking forward to, because food is an important part of our lives. You're going to meet a guy who's really, really, really having a bad day. A real bad day. I couldn't help but laugh out loud at this poor guy. And advice for women that will make men stand up and shout. That is coming up next.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
All right, ladies, I love you. I love all of you. I respect you. I trust you. But you're about to hear something that could be hurtful. And while they may not do it in your presence, men are going to stand up and shout and say, yes, that right there. Here it is from a guy on TikTok.
I know whose wife needs to hear this, but 3 minutes before you get to the restaurant is not the right time to bring it up and start talking about it.
That's a good one. Whatever it is.
3 minutes before you get to the restaurant is not the right time to bring it up and start talking about it.
Nope. That's a great piece of advice.
It's just spot on.
Yeah.
And there are so many guys right now that are like, yes.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. What is it talking about bringing up?
Anything that's an issue in the relationship.
Yeah, you're going out to eat. I will never grasp the concept of why at that point we would decide, I'm going to say something inflammatory right now.
Yeah. It's just, logically, it just doesn't make any sense.
And there's nothing probably you can do about it at that point except for argue.
Yeah.
There's something that occurred. I can't get into the details of it, but I can tell you this much. There's something that occurred in my life with my wife not long after we were married. We were pulling into a grocery store parking lot at 4 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. And out of nowhere, she asked me about this. We were pulling into the restaurant because we had this great day. And we were stopping and we said, let's just tell you what, let's go. Some friends of ours that invited us out for dinner. We said, no, let's don't do that. Let's grab a bottle of wine, we'll get some snacks, and let's just go home and kick back and watch movies.
Yeah.
This evening. We had 2 movies we wanted to watch.
Sounds great.
I'm pulling into the parking spot, and she says, hey, and brought this conversation up. And I said, it's 4 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. There's nothing I can do about that at this moment. And the conversation didn't end. And it ended up in an argument, and the rest of the night was wrong.
Fine.
Did it continue inside the grocery store?
I don't think we went to the grocery store.
Oh, you never even got in there?
No.
So you parked, and you're like, well, I guess we'll just go home now.
Drove home.
I'm going to turn this SOB right around.
Drove home, and I ended up getting back in the car, and I think I went out and had a couple beers by myself for a while.
It was that bad?
Oh, yeah. I was like, there's no reason to even have this conversation right now.
Yeah.
That's the classic, though. 3 minutes away from the restaurant. No need to bring it up right there. Nothing but bad can happen.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Yeah. Men are standing up and shouting right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
This is Ace and Friends.
Food is a very important part of our lives here on the Ace and Friends show in a variety of different ways. Techni Rob has every app known to man. He was just bragging earlier because through his app, he's about to get 5 roast beef sandwiches from Arby's this week for $5.
Hell yeah, dude.
The right 5 for $5?
Hell yeah.
We're always keeping up with food. We talk about food a lot. It's important to us. But I saw this online yesterday and thought, I know, forget these people. I'm going to the experts. It was called the Great Chicken Debate.
All right.
Now, here's how they phrased it. And there's a question. Who has the best, and they called it fast food fried chicken?
Are we talking on the bone chicken?
Well, I'm sorry. They just said fast food chicken. Make sure I got this right. Which is the best fast food chicken? Chick-fil-A, KFC, Raising Cane's, and this other place, somebody's hot chicken. It must be a local thing wherever they are.
Dave's.
Yeah, Dave's Hot Chicken.
That's a national chain.
Okay, y'all know that? Okay, I didn't.
There's one in Charlotte now.
There is. I didn't know that. Okay, Dave's Hot Chicken. So no Popeyes.
Yeah.
And
Who's
no
not putting
Bojangles
Popeyes
in there
on
with
this
those. So first off, where do you draw the line? Are Popeyes and Bojangles the same as Chick-fil-A or
No,
KFC
they're
Raising
better.
Cane's?
I think I would put Bojangles to my top, but Popeyes a close, if not equal, second.
Yeah.
I'll put Popeyes at the top.
So, but separate. You take them out of the conversation.
Okay, take them out.
Okay.
Because it's not really fast food to me.
So let me make sure I had them right. It was KFC, Chick-fil-A. Was Zaxby's on the list or no?
No, Raising Cane's
Cane.
and Dave's Hot Chicken.
But you can throw Zaxby's in there if you want to. It's
No.
wide open. The question was very simple. Which is the best fast food chicken?
Of the ones they listed, I'm going to go I think I like Chick-fil-A the best of the ones they listed.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's is good. Their sauce, I think, is what makes their chicken.
Raising Cane's is delicious.
It's
By the
really
way,
good.
I love KFC. I still think, first off, fried chicken is my favorite food of all time. So I love fried chicken in any form. I think KFC's fried chicken is good.
Who's got the best fried chicken?
Popeyes.
You like Popeyes?
Well,
Popeyes is so good.
Popeyes and Bojangles are close, but Popeyes because it's spicier and it just I grew up. Popeyes is the Louisiana thing that I grew up with.
Yeah, same thing with me and Bojangles.
Yeah.
Like that's just what we had, so that's gonna be my favorite. But
Sure.
outside of those two, I would probably say Chick-fil-A as well.
Yeah,
And see, I'm picking Chick-fil-A because it's not like fried chicken on the bone.
yeah. I think Raising Cane's is better than Chick-fil-A.
It's good.
Food
It's
wise,
really good.
quality of food wise, Raising Cane's is better than Chick-fil-A to me.
The only one I think on there that has inferior chicken is KFC. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, but they have those big potato wedges with the.
Not anymore. They don't. They got rid of them.
Okay, well, they just went to the bottom of the list.
Nice work, KFC.
Yeah, we figured out who's the worst.
you just upset Ace. The man is crestfallen.
Yeah, that's the only thing I loved about KFC was that.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
This is Ace and Friends.
I don't know if this applies to everybody in here. But you know when you meet somebody and they're always trying to tell you, just somebody you know, they're always trying to tell you how great something is to the point where you decide, I don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Like if somebody who loves Costco is always telling you got to get a Costco card, and eventually at some point you go, you know what? Screw Costco. I'm never going there. I'm going to Sam's.
Yeah.
Costco sucks.
I have a lot of those.
Okay, then you'll be perfect for this, Riggins. What are you sick of people trying to convince you is great?
Kava.
Kava.
Oh, is that
That-
restaurant
the coffee?
Kava?
No, the chain that's popping up everywhere. It's like Mediterranean, Middle Eastern food.
Okay.
It's mostly chicken, right? Stuff like that.
A lot of chicken, pita, and hummus, and I refuse to go there because so many people love it, and I was not impressed.
Okay. Yeah, this was from Reddit. What are you sick of people trying to convince you is great? So your answer is Kava. So some of their answers were starting a business. They pointed out, hey, some people aren't meant to be business owners.
Yeah.
They don't want to be. Stanley mugs, TV shows they watch or music they're into.
Yeah.
Then a couple of things that are very trendy: kombucha, ice baths,
Yeah.
hot yoga.
Are these from like personal experiences? Like they tried them and they're like, it's not that great, or is it like, stop, I'm not ever going to try this?
It can be both.
Okay, most of mine would be, stop, I'm not going to try this.
Because
Sushi.
the answer with running was like Joan Rivers once jokes, the first time I see a jogger smiling, I'll consider it. Nobody seems happy. Yours is what, Rob? Sushi?
Just leave me. I'm not trying it. If I'm going to a place that has sushi, they also have hibachi chicken, and I'm going to get that.
That's right.
You've never even tried sushi, right, Rob?
I have no urge. Nothing about it sounds good to me, and I've heard that people love it after they try it. But guess what? I'm not doing it.
Marijuana made the list.
Now, come on now.
It said it affects some people negatively with anxiety and paranoia, and they're tired of hearing about, oh, this strain won't do that to you.
Yeah.
They're like, no.
People will do that.
Every strain makes me paranoid. Leave me alone. Cruises also made the list.
Gross.
You know, what are you sick of people trying to convince you is great? Cruises and AI.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of like AI. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Rob's a fan.
Yeah.
Until they start taking over our lives.
They're coming for you eventually. And hot weather was on the list as well.
Oh.
Sick of people trying to convince you that hot weather is great.
Who says that hot weather's great? I mean, it's okay, right?
I love the hot weather.
Sure.
I really
Summer.
do. Hot weather's fantastic, yeah.
Then you're on my list.
Hot weather brings sundresses, and it feels good to be outside. You don't have to wear as many
beach.
clothes and stuff. You go to the beach.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just cheer for like the pumpkin fall. I'm like, fall?
As soon as I see people wearing scarves, I'm like, this is the good weather. We're here. We made it.
But the season doesn't matter. You don't act any differently, Rob. You're inside the whole time no matter what.
I know, but I can take my time when I'm outside if it's not so hot.
Outside, walking from your car to the house?
Not always. There's sometimes I go to check the mail.
You really hustles back into the house?
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Ace and Friends.
Hey, if you think you are having a bad day, don't worry. You're not having as bad a day as this guy here.
Oh, if you think you're having a bad day, I'm supposed to have a colonoscopy today to follow up on the issue he was in the hospital for. So he hasn't eaten anything in 24 hours except Jell-O, and he drank half a gallon of laxatives and had a rough night, you know what I mean? He was supposed to resume the rest of it for his 4:00 procedure, and it's not until July 12th.
Oh, what a disaster.
Oh, no.
Just kill me now.
So all he ate for 24 hours was Jell-O.
That sucks.
Plus, he took all these laxatives all night. He was up all night in the bathroom preparing for his colonoscopy, and he had the date wrong. It wasn't until July 12th.
A half gallon of laxatives? Good Lord. That's horrible.
Yeah. Months difference.
I hate that.
Oh, not June 12th, July 12th.
I've never heard of anything like that. You just got the date wrong. And spent the entire night,
You know what?
Evacuating.
Maybe he deserves it for not paying attention.
Is that the punishment? Does the punishment fit the crime?
No,
Explosive.
It doesn't.
Yeah, he spent the entire night on the toilet. He's had nothing enjoyable ingested into his body in 24 hours. I mean, Jell-O's good, but how much Jell-O can you have? I mean, all you've had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 24 hours is Jell-O.
He's got to do it again.
Plus, it's been evacuated from you because of the half gallon of laxatives that you've taken. I don't think, that's not a fair punishment, Rob, for getting the date wrong.
I don't know.
At least he's thin.
Yeah, what's the
he's looking lean?
There you go. It's like when you get really sick with the flu or something, and you go, let me check. I lost 3 pounds.
Not so. I mean, silver lining. I know it's probably not worth it, but you know what? You got to look at the bright side. A little bit leaner than you were.
It was a rough 24 hours, but a couple of abs popping through. I got a 2-pack working
looking
now.
a little toned, a little sculpted.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
A guy wants to know, is he a jerk? Because he did not want his son participating in the school car wash. But it's where the car wash was located that's the problem. Next.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
And years of research.
we've decided great furniture
Is good fitting?
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
This is Ace and Friends.
Am I a jerk? This lady wrote in and said, my son is on a football team and they're doing a car wash fundraiser today. My son wants to go, but I'm not supporting it because it's being hosted in the parking lot of a marijuana shop. Is this highly inappropriate, or am I the only unreasonable person that feels so strongly against it that I can't allow my son to participate? I messaged the school, and this is what they told me. Quote, it is an optional event, end quote. Honestly, that's the dumbest thing you could have said.
It is weird that it's in the parking lot of a pot shop,
Well,
but
here's the thing we don't know, and here was my question. Is it in the parking lot of a shop, or is it in the parking lot of a strip mall? And the shop is in the strip mall.
Yeah, that's different. What is it? You don't know.
I don't know the answer to that question. We don't know that.
That would change my opinion on it.
So if it were just in the parking lot of a legal weed store, would you be okay with it?
If for my high school kid?
You're a high school kid.
No.
Yeah. I don't think I would either. If it's in the parking lot of a strip mall, which happens to have this location in it, does it matter where you're set up? If they're set up like on the road directly in front of the weed store, are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's a strip mall.
Yeah.
What if it's not a weed store? What if it's a couple of different stores, 4 different stores, and the 5th store is an Adam and Eve store? Does that matter?
I don't want them to be right in front of the Adam and Eve store. Maybe if it's on the opposite end.
Right. So you're okay, Riggins, if they're right in front of the weed store in a strip mall, but not if they're right in front of the Adam and Eve store in the strip mall.
Yeah, but there's less stores with the Adam and Eve shop, so it becomes more of the focus. Yeah, I mean, I can parse those things out like that. Absolutely. I'm not okay in front of the Adam and Eve store if it's one of 4. I am okay in front of the weed store if it's one of 12.
Okay, what if the weed store is one of 4? 4 stores, weed store. You're okay with the weed store.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
interesting. Mm-hmm. Weed store, yes. Adam and Eve, no. But weed store alone, standalone weed store,
no.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd have to take it case by case.
Yeah. Well, at least you're honest. A lot of people say that's hypocritical.
How so?
I don't know.
Is she a big pothead or something?
No, sometimes my answer would be, yeah, it is hypocritical. It's okay to be hypocritical sometimes. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, that's interesting. Weed store, Adam and Eve store. The weed store wins out more than the sex shop.
I think so.
Probably shouldn't. I don't mean shouldn't call it a sex shop. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're selling sex.
Smut.
This is Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Ace and Friends.
I got to be honest with you. I'm torn on one of 2 things here, and I want to know which one you'd rather talk about. The future of your vehicle, or the most popular artists to get it on to?
To get it on who?
To get it on to.
Oh, that one.
Okay, that's what you prefer?
Yeah.
All right. Not Marvin Gaye, by the way. Let's get it on. No. A recent study asked more than 1,000 people about the music they listened to during siesta time.
Okay.
And they analyzed Spotify playlists. Okay. Here are the top 5 artists. At number 5, Lana Del Rey.
Okay.
At number 4, Drake.
Okay.
At number 3, the Deftones. That one caught me off guard. Number 2, Kanye.
No.
And number 1, The Weeknd.
That makes sense. The Weeknd makes music to do that.
Right.
I couldn't tell you a Deftones song. I don't even know the Deftones.
Yeah, Deftones are a rock band.
I don't know anything about them.
I bet you know the song. You should know it.
Yeah, let's round out the top 10 real quick. Artists, top 10. Lana Del Rey was at 5. Kendrick Lamar is 6. Tyler, the Creator, at 7. Okay. Rihanna at 8. Taylor Swift at 9. No. And Doja Cat at 10. Here are your top 10, top 5 songs. Number 5, Closer by 9 Inch Nails.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. You let me violate you.
Oh yeah, that like.
You get me closer to God.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. I hear you.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4.
Next song, please.
Call Out My Name by The Weeknd.
Okay.
Number 3, Often by The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Number 2, The Hills by The Weeknd. Yeah, I know. And number 1, Nicki Minaj, Super Freaky Girl.
No.
Those are the
That's a
top
joke.
5 songs that people
That's
have
a
lyrics to.
No. That's not. There's no way.
I'm just reporting. By the way, number 10 was Jeremiah birthday six.
Yeah,
Fine.
that's
That one's fine.
You know what I think is way overrated? All that Marvin Gaye, Barry White stuff. I think it's so corny.
I think it's a generational thing.
Yeah,
You know,
maybe.
it was the weekend of the day.
That would make. Yeah, that would embarrass me. like the Ladies Man movie or something. Like, what is this?
It's the ladies' man.
It's the ladies' man. It's the lady.
Like a round bed with like leopard sheets playing Marvin Gaye. I don't know. It's just not my thing.
Oh, you just described my bedroom at home.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ace and Friends.
You're about to hear a scene that in various ways, no doubt, you've seen in your life right before your very eyes before. It's a TikTok of a lady, and I think she and her husband are sitting in a beachside little bar restaurant, looking out towards the water, looking at the public access to the beach, and commentating on a couple that they see leaving the beach.
Those end of the day beach fights. He's burnt and drunk, and they're fighting and them toys. He ain't leaving them sand toys on the beach. Oh, knock it over. You can figure it out and get your to the car the best way you know how.
That's exactly what he said.
Oh my God.
Carry that yourself.
That's exactly what's happening.
When you watch it, he throws something. I can't tell. It's some type of beach toy. Whatever he throws it down on the ground, like you gonna carry it your damn self.
Yeah, that's a good observation. That at the end of the day, beach fight. That's true. When you're drunk and you're kind of sobering up and it's the middle of the day and it's hot and you're sunburned, that's a bad place to be, especially if you're not an experienced drinker.
Even worse, if you've been there all afternoon and it's late in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Because now you're drunk.
Yeah.
And you're probably really more tired than you would be if it were earlier in the day.
Yeah.
And you've probably been there for hours.
And you're carrying stuff up to the car or back to the hotel and... Yeah.
And it's the guy. Usually you see that guy. I always look for this because I've been that guy and will be again. You know, the dad that's got the wagon.
Yeah.
And it's 700 pounds of stuff crammed into this wagon trying to pull through the sand.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter that the wheels are rolling. You're still dragging them.
Yeah. You're toting it.
Nobody waits for you. And you're like, I need somebody to help me get these up the steps.
Yeah. A big wagon.
I can't do it by myself.
Oh, yeah.
And you wait on another dad to run over. Hey, man, you need help? Please, man, please.
Thank
and
you, God.
you know the way he says it. Like, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. He's like,
my family has left me.
Spit out here, man.
Yeah.
Knowing that when you get back to the room, when you get back to the condo, when you get back to the house you've rented, there's going to be a damn fight.
Yeah.
Because it's already started. So by the time we get back, we're trying to get these kids bathed or whatever. They need to get in the shower. She's mad. I'm mad. We still got to cook dinner.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Can't go anywhere because we've both been drinking.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And you're burned. And you're probably burned.
You're burned.
Yeah.
You feel terrible.
It's bad.
I love it.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's
It
right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Ace and Friends.
The people on Ace and Friends, we're a varied bunch, especially when it comes to stuff that we're into, watching, keeping up with on social media. So if I had to ask you right now, Riggins, what are you into on social media? I'll give you an example.
Ooh.
I am into chiropractic TikToks like it's nobody's business. My favorite is a guy named Dr. Alex, but now I'm getting more and more and more of them. And I will watch all of them.
Yeah.
And if they come in and say something like, this guy hasn't raised his right arm in 7 months due to an injury, let's wait and see, because there's going to be a big pop on this one.
Gotta see that. Yeah, I like chiropractic videos as well.
I can't get enough of chiropractic videos right now.
Let me see what's
So
on.
what would you, if you had to say top of your head, what are you into on social media and online these days?
You know, I do like pool renovations, like cleaning out nasty pools, but that's kind of transformed into pond cleanups. Like private ponds.
Ooh.
You can hire a company to clean out and make the water clearer so you can swim in it or fish in it or whatever. But I mean, that's like a whole business, and God, it is satisfying to watch.
I haven't seen any pond cleanup. I should start looking that up. I get most frustrated if for some reason on my For You page on TikTok something pops up and I don't know the story.
Yeah.
And then you try to hit the button at the bottom and it takes you a bunch of videos that don't tell you the story.
Yeah.
And
I need a part 2. And
like, come on. Somebody tell me what's happening here so I can get caught up.
Yeah.
Tech D Rob, what are you into right now?
I've been seeing a lot of videos over the weekend. There's a streamer named Kai Cenat.
Yeah.
He did a stream with Drewski and Kevin Hart, and I loved all the clips so far.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What did they do?
Everything you can imagine.
It was like a sleepover stream. Like they were on forever, it seems like.
Wrestling, roasting each other, and it was crazy.
Mostly it was just Kevin Hart dying laughing at Drewski.
Yeah. They're mean, but it's just a fun, exciting stream to watch.
So they just took the live stream and split it all up and posted a bunch of videos of it after it was over.
Yeah. People sharing clips of it.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah, I got to check out this pond cleanup.
Oh, it's so good. They're trawling or whatever they call it, going through the water and cleaning out all the sludge and stuff. And then by the end of it, it's like a 5-day process. It's kind of clean. You can swim in it now. And I don't know, there's something extremely satisfying about watching a pond get cleaned.
Yeah, so,
it sounds boring, but it's interesting.
No, it's very similar to yard cleanups that I love.
Same kind of thing.
I can't get enough of the yard cleanups. Except I get angry during the yard cleanup when people start hassling the cleanup. What y'all doing over here?
Yeah.
Hey, leave those guys. They're not bothering you. They're cleaning up somebody's yard.
Yeah, shut up. Mind your business.
It's like for a long time I got into the people that don't feel like they have to. The people who hassle the cops.
Yeah.
Then I used to get so angry at them. You walk into a police station with your phone out filming, and they're like, "Can we help you?" No, just doing some research. Like, okay, so you're purposefully trying to make police officers uneasy.
Yeah.
You're a jerk.
I love those. I'm a sovereign citizen. They're like, all right, that's great. Get out of the car.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
Ace and Friends.
Real quick, because I know you want to know this, ladies. A little PSA for the ladies.
It's just a PSA to any woman out there who's got a septum piercing. My dad's not into it.
That is so true.
I love that guy. Because you know his dad was, I'm not into that.
I'm not. No dad is
Really?
into the septum piercing.
That'd be like me saying if I were single going, I'm not into a septum piercing. Well, odds are a 45-year-old woman's not going to have a septum piercing
right.
anyway.
Yeah, that is such a dad thing. I don't like that septum piercing.
Yeah, well, I'll let him know, Dad. Give me a minute. Let me jump on TikTok and let him know that you're not into it.
I think that's so funny.
Do you think the septum piercing can be attractive?
I think it can be. I just haven't seen one that is.
There's a possibility out there.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes you better looking.
No, I think it can. I'm not sure how to phrase this. It can make you more unattractive.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily make you more attractive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I happen to like the nose piercing with the little, whatever, the little diamond or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that can kind of be cute and improve your appearance.
I agree.
I don't think that does, personally.
Yeah, I think it's more likely that it will make you more, to me, more unattractive than attractive.
Especially because it focuses all your attention on the nostrils.
Yeah, not just the nose, the nostril.
It doesn't accentuate your eyes like an eyebrow piercing maybe would or an earring, but it's straight on the tip of your nose. It's I don't know.
The one piercing I don't really understand either is the one when you just get a rivet through your cheek.
Yeah, the
dermals. I don't know what that's called, but it's I'm not sure what about that I'm supposed to find attractive.
Yeah, in the middle of your face.
Yeah, and then you got to realize the answer is probably nothing. I'm not supposed to find anything attractive about it because you're not trying to be attractive to me.
Yeah, maybe.
In that scenario.
Yeah. I'm not even totally against a tongue ring. I'm no,
I'm not against that.
I mean, it might be out of date or whatever, and a belly button piercing, love that. I still think that's cute. Even an eyebrow piercing all over your ears, no gauges. I'm not crazy into that.
Not gauges. What about if a very attractive woman with a nose ring and an earring and a chain in between them?
Definitely not.
Really?
Like the villain from 300?
Yeah. Well, or my guy Rachel Bolan from the band Skid Row, who the bass player for Skid Row that's the first person I saw with that. 1988, he had a nose ring and an earring and a chain between them. I was like, that's bad.
It is not.
That was so cool. Not something I could ever pull off. And I was like, he's legit.
I don't know. I'd like to see you try it.
He's legit.
I'd like to see you try it. Wouldn't you want to see that? Come on.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
This is Ace and Friends.
How involved do you think the government should be in our vehicles from the standpoint of preventing us from speeding? Speed limit signs enough, or should they start attaching things to our cars to help us with speeding? Here's why I ask. Starting next month, new cars in Europe will be required to have technology on them that alerts you if you're speeding. So as you're in the car driving, something would pop, like maybe a red light would pop up so that you're over the speed limit. They do say you'll be able to turn the feature off. Some people now want it added to new cars here. So an insurance group did a new poll. 60% of Americans think it would be okay if a feature like that came on at the beginning of every trip to make the roads safer and help you avoid a ticket. They had to throw the last part of that in. Every trip to make the roads safer and to help you avoid a ticket. Well, we know that. Yeah. Let's see. It jumps to 70% if it means your car insurance would cost less. Okay? That's one idea. Here's another idea. What if, as you sped up, your gas pedal got harder and harder to push down? Would that be okay?
No.
51% of people said yes, they'd go with that.
Because the thing is, I know when I'm speeding. I'm never shocked. Was I going 80? Yeah, officer.
Yeah.
I know I was going 80.
It's not going to prevent me from speeding. It makes it a little more difficult, a little more, really all it's doing is aggravating me.
Yeah, that's stupid.
The least popular idea was adding a limiter, like a governor, on your throttle to prevent your engine from letting you speed at all. 48% of Americans said that's a decent idea. 48%.
Come on, man.
Some people did say it should let you speed a little bit on highways, but places like school zones and stuff, with places with a ton of foot traffic, you shouldn't be able to speed anywhere. Cars should prevent that. Now, I don't know how you do that. How the car's got to know with sensors where you are.
That's one of my favorite pastimes, speeding through a school zone. It's like, what kind of psycho are you? I love just flooring it right through. As soon as I see that marked pavement, I'm like, time to get on it. It's like Tokyo Drift out there.
That little yellow sign that says like in the middle of the road, it's like state law, pedestrian crossing, you must stop.
Vin Diesel.
Here I come.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Ace and Friends.
Hey, remember last week we had the lady who said we need more crack addicts?
Yeah.
Because he told her she was ravishing or something like that?
Yeah.
Same theory here with a homeless man.
Will you tell me again what the homeless guy said?
He was like, I gave him a granola bar because I was like, oh, here, like, and he as he's walking away, he just looks me down the eyes and he's like, I like your tiny boob.
What did she say? She gave him a granola bar. She gave the homeless guy a granola bar because he asked for some food. She gave him a granola bar, and as he walked away, he said, I like your tiny boobs.
I couldn't figure out what she said at the very end.
That's such a weird thing to say.
Yeah, he just said, she was giggling too much. So she's like, he said, I like your tiny boobs.
I like your tiny boobs.
Yeah.
Need to come up with a better line than that.
Oh, you got a crack addict telling women they're ravishing or whatever that word was, and now the guy tells her, oh, I like your tiny boobs.
I like your tiny boobs.
Yeah.
How about just thank you? Just keep it walking.
And nobody else could get away with that.
Yeah.
Average guy, in a store parking lot, passes by and goes, hey, I like your tiny boobs.
You're going to look like a crazy person.
Totally unacceptable.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, I like your skirt. It's a nice dress you're wearing.
Yeah. I knew this homeless guy named Money when I was living in the city, and we'd walk around sometimes, and we were walking by a hotel, and a woman was walking out with one of those clothing racks, those wheeled, racks that they give you in hotels to bring your stuff up. And he's got his shirt off, and he's yelling at this woman with all this clothes on there, and he goes, hey, you walking out of somebody's life? Are you walking out of somebody's life? And she turns and looks over at us. She goes, y'all shut the hell up. And I was like, that was him. Do you think I'm the one shouting that out at you? But he was a character.
So you're walking around the city with your dog, and a homeless guy, who's shirtless.
Yeah, he wasn't shirtless at the start of our walk, but he was shirtless by the end of it. He whipped his shirt off, and he's yelling at her.
And you're just having a conversation with him as you walk.
Oh,
your dog.
he's like the nicest, funniest guy ever, like the funniest. And that was I don't think he was being funny then, but I think he was just trying to flirt with her.
Yeah,
at like a very nice hotel. She's bringing her clothes. You walking out of somebody's life? Are you walking out of somebody's life? She's like, shut the hell up. Well, that was him.
And you end up going, hey, excuse me, ma'am, that wasn't. I just want you to know that wasn't.
I thought it was funny, but it was also like, no, not me.
Please know I was not involved in it. I was only laughing. I'm just a bystander.
Yeah.
This is Ace and Friends.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
This is Ace and Friends.
Yesterday, we talked about your current crush, non-celebrity crush. And we got some feedback on our social media. These people have asked to remain anonymous. One lady said she is crushing hard on the medical director at the hospice agency.
Oh, gosh.
And apparently she was his boss. She was the boss of the guy. She goes, he will always be my kryptonite.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. And then another lady said, I work in special events on the side, and there's a DJ that I keep bumping into, and he is my crush. I believe it is his cologne that drives me wild.
Oh, my God.
It could be you.
No, I think she means like DJ.
Oh.
Like, DJ and dances and
Like
stuff.
Diplo.
Maybe he's got like, was it pheromones?
Yeah.
Is that legit?
Every time I get around Marshmallow, I lose it.
Yeah.
Calvin Harris drives me wild.
Yeah.
Are you? That's not. I don't know. I've never tried anything like that. Like the pheromones and all that kind of stuff. Is there anything to that?
My roommate had them in
I'm a
college.
scientist.
Yeah.
Yes or no? Did it work?
Not that I recall. I don't remember him
Doing well, as it were.
absolutely killing
He
it.
didn't do a lot with the ladies.
I don't recall. And I remember smelling it, thinking, oh, this just smells like cologne.
Oh, I for some reason I assumed it smelled somewhat like urine.
Urine?
Like, because that's what, because animals mark their territory. That's what I figured it was.
Because you attract deer with, like deer urine is used a lot of times.
I thought it was just like when it was pheromones instead of like cologne, it just smelled awful, but it drew the people in.
But Rob, do you think that if you were wearing man urine on your body, what about that makes you think women would smell that and go, I'm attracted to that? Or is it just that it's some type of psychological urge that immediately they can't control themselves?
Yeah.
I think it's just psychological. They're like, I gotta have him.
He smells like pee.
It's from some really, really, really alpha male person. It's their urine.
Yeah.
So like, I should start selling mine, I guess.
You are an alpha male, no doubt.
Yeah. Because when I think alpha male, Rob jumps right to the top of the list. Do you think you're an alpha male, Rob?
No, I don't think so.
The way he acts in relationships, he is the head of that household.
Yeah, you have so much respect for Rob and the way he acts in relationships, don't you, Riggins?
I think it works for him.
I was about to say, you probably wouldn't do it yourself, but it works for what I got.
I think
going
that's
on.
why he loves your relationship attitude so much, Rob, is that Riggins knows he would never do any of those things like you do, drawing a heart like this is it. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, that's tough to pull off. That takes a lot of...
He would never do it, but he would want to.
Cojones.
Yeah. Sometimes, do you think maybe, Rob, that she feels like you don't care as much?
Probably.
Is it because you don't care as much?
Probably. Probably.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is Ace and Friends.
All right. Take me, Rob. Favorite thing from today's edition of Ace and Friends?
Oh, the chicken thing. I like talking about chicken.
Really? The great chicken debate.
Look, it makes me think about food. I love food.
When are you getting the Arby's 5 for 5? Have you got a day set aside?
It might be today because Meredith leaves for the beach for the weekend today, so it's just me at the house. Might have just a stockpile.
So you've got a Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night all by yourself?
Yeah.
Big weekend plans?
Saturday night I'm traveling to play card games, and Saturday morning I'm doing that. Saturday night I'm playing D&D.
Man, that's a full day.
Sure enough is.
So you'll play, what time Saturday morning will you start playing games?
I have to get up around 9 o'clock to make the drive.
Oh gosh, how can you gonna do that?
In state or out of state?
It's in state. It's High Point, which is near Greensboro.
Okay. So after the competition, you'll just immediately return to somebody else's house to play Dungeons and Dragons?
I gotta go let the dog out.
Okay. And then write the Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
Oh God. Are you going to the movies Friday?
No.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything coming out that I want to see.
You don't want to see the Bad Boys movie?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
The last one was okay.
All right. And then you just got to have the house picked up by Sunday.
Well, I won't be at the house very much, so hopefully there won't be too much of a mess.
Okay.
There will be at least 5 roast beef wrappers. We know that.
So you're going to do it 2, and 1. You'll have 2 at one meal, 2 at another meal, and then 1 with something extra left over for the third meal.
Maybe I'll bring it for like breakfast tomorrow.
Breakfast of Champions.
I saw something the other day that reminded me I want to do this. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow on Ace and Friends. But just are there other people who are on a website?
What do you mean?
Like accidentally. Like Rob is on Google Maps.
Oh, yeah.
With that burrito in his mouth.
Yeah.
There's a radio friend of ours who posted a thing on his social media about the fact that he found out that he and his girlfriend at the time are on some store website. Like there was a picture taken inside the store, and he was standing in the store.
Oh,
she's shopping, and he's just standing there like, what the hell?
No way.
I'm also on the Facebook page for a lot of the local game stores when they do big tournaments.
Are you? Yeah. Oh, there's my weekend. Hunting down candid pictures of Rob.
See you tomorrow.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.